In this video I will show you 5 of the greatest natural wonders of the world. The 5th greatest natural wonder of the world is the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights, and are the result of interactions between the Sun and Earth's outer atmosphere. The Aurora Australis is the southern hemisphere counterpart to the Aurora Borealis. What causes the aurora? The Sun emits electrically charged particles called ions, which correspondingly move away from the Sun in a stream of plasma, ionized gas, known as the solar wind. As the plasma comes in contact with the Earth's magnetic field, the ions will be agitated into moving around the Earth. Some of the ions become trapped and will consequently interact with the Earth's ionosphere, an average of 60 to 80 miles above the surface, causing the ions to glow. The aurora are constantly changing and moving in streams of light or curtains, because the process of how the Sun's ionized gas interacts with the Earth's magnetic field is very dynamic. Although harmless to life on Earth, the aurora can cause power disruptions in satellite communications and in radio or TV broadcasts. The 4th greatest natural wonder of the world is Victoria Falls, which is a waterfall on the Zambezi River in southern Africa and provides habitat for several unique species of plants and animals. It is located on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, and Victoria Falls is one of the world's largest waterfalls in the world. While it is neither the highest nor the widest waterfall in the world, the Victoria Falls are classified the largest, based on its combined width of 5,604 feet and height of 354 feet, resulting in the world's largest sheet of falling water. The Victoria Falls are roughly twice the height of North America's Niagara Falls and well over twice its width. For a considerable distance upstream from the falls, the Zambezi flows over a level sheet of basalt, in a shallow valley, bounded by low and distant sandstone hills. There are no mountains, escarpments, or deep valleys, only a flat plateau extending hundreds of kilometers in all directions. The 3rd greatest natural wonder of the world is the Grand Canyon, which is a steep-sided canyon carved by the Colorado River in Arizona, United States. The Grand Canyon is 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and attains a depth of over a mile. The canyon and adjacent rim are contained within Grand Canyon National Park, the Kaibab National Forest, Grand Canyon Parish and National Monument, the Hualapai Indian Reservation, the Havasupai Indian Reservation and the Navajo Nation. President Theodore Roosevelt was a major proponent of the preservation of the Grand Canyon area and visited it on numerous occasions to hunt and enjoy the scenery. Nearly 2 billion years of Earth's geological history have been exposed as the Colorado River and its tributaries cut their channels through layer after layer of rock while the Colorado Plateau was uplifted. While some aspects about the history of incision of the canyon are debated by geologists, several recent studies support the hypothesis that the Colorado River established its course through the area about 5 to 6 million years ago. Since that time, the Colorado River has driven the down-cutting of the tributaries and retreat of the cliffs, simultaneously deepening and widening the canyon. The 2nd greatest natural wonder of the world is the Sahara Desert on the African continent. It is the largest hot desert in the world and the 3rd largest desert overall, smaller only than the deserts of Antarctica and the northern Arctic. The desert comprises much of North Africa, excluding the fertile region on the Mediterranean sea coast, the Atlas Mountains of the Maghreb, and the Nile Valley in Egypt and the Sudan. It stretches from the Red Sea in the east and the Mediterranean in the north to the Atlantic Ocean in the west, where the landscape gradually changes from desert to coastal plains. To the south it is bounded by the Sahel, a belt of semi-arid tropical savanna around the Niger River Valley and the Sudan region of sub-Saharan Africa. For several 100,000 years, the Sahara has alternated between desert and savanna grassland in a 20,000-year cycle caused by the precession of Earth's axis as it rotates around the Sun, which changes the location of the North African monsoon. And the first greatest natural wonder of the world is the Great Barrier Reef, which is the world's largest coral reef system composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands stretching for over 1,400 miles over 133,000 square miles. The reef is located in the Coral Sea, off the coast of Queensland, Australia, separated from the coast by a channel 100 miles wide in places and over 200 feet deep. The Great Barrier Reef can be seen from outer space and is the world's biggest single structure made by living organisms. This reef structure is composed of and built by billions of tiny organisms, known as coral polyps. The Great Barrier Reef's development history is complex. After Queensland drifted into tropical waters, it was largely influenced by reef growth and decline as sea level changed. The reef is clearly visible from aircraft flying over it, and reefs can increase by 0.39 inches to 18 inches per year and from 0.39 inches to 9.84 inches per year. However, they only grow above depths of 490 feet due to the need for sunlight to grow. I hope you enjoyed the natural wonders. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video.